To determine how much you can borrow from Albert, you first need to understand what Albert is and how it works. Albert is a mobile banking app that offers a range of financial services, including cash advances and loans. The amount you can borrow from Albert depends on several factors, including your income, credit score, and repayment history. Step 1 is to download and install the Albert app. Then create an account by providing some basic personal and financial information. Once your account is set up, you can apply for a cash advance or loan by following the in-app instructions. Albert will review your application and provide you with a decision on how much you can borrow. The key concept to understand is that Albert uses a proprietary algorithm to determine how much you can borrow. This algorithm takes into account your income, credit score, and repayment history, as well as other factors such as your employment status and debt-to-income ratio. In general, Albert offers cash advances and loans ranging from a few hundred to several $1,000s. A practical example of how this works is if you have a steady income and a good credit score. You may be eligible to borrow a larger amount from Albert. On the other hand, if you have a limited income or a poor credit score, you may only be eligible to borrow a smaller amount. It is also important to note that Albert charges interest on its loans, so you will need to factor this into your borrowing decision. Best practices for borrowing from Albert include only borrowing what you need, making timely repayments, and monitoring your credit score and report. It is also a good idea to have a budget and a plan in place for repaying your loan, to ensure that you do not fall behind on your payments. In summary, the amount you can borrow from Albert depends on a range of factors, including your income, credit score, and repayment history. By understanding how Albert works and following best practices for borrowing, you can make informed decisions about your finances and avoid financial difficulties. Always review the terms and conditions of any loan or cash advance before accepting, and make sure you understand the total cost of borrowing, including interest and fees.